Picture this. It's January 2026, and your city's skyline is dark. Not moody film nor dark dead grid dark. The elevators froze mid-crawl, the traffic lights died mid-sentence, and your neighbor is already on his balcony yelling at the universe because his smart fridge just forgot what cold is. You open a tap for comfort. Nothing. Water pressure in high-rises lasts about as long as your optimism, maybe for hours after the pumps lose power. You thought the grid was forever. So did they. And now everyone's going to learn the same lesson at the same time. Your apartment wasn't built for survival. It was built for rent extraction. And you're standing in the middle of a concrete tomb wondering which prepper fantasy is going to fail first. Spoiler, all of them. Think your battery bank saves you? Congratulations, you bought yourself an extra day of denial. Think your freezer full of emergency food buys time? Cute. Without power, meat starts rotting in 48 hours because bacteria don't care about your Costco run. Think neighbors stay civilized? In a blackout, your floor mates turn into contestants on a game show no one wins. Meanwhile, the temperature inside your apartment is dropping like a rock because concrete steals heat with the enthusiasm of a tax auditor. That's conduction materials trading temperature until everything matches, usually your skin. Physics doesn't negotiate. You're cold now. And cold people make stupid decisions. Look around your room. That soft hum you never noticed, Vic. Pumps. Fans was the only thing making this giant concrete box survivable. Without it, you're basically camping inside a refrigerator designed by an architect who never had to live there. Air currents snake through cracks and vents, dragging your body heat along for the ride. That's convection, wind stealing your calories like a pickpocket. A human burns through 2,000 to 3,000 calories a day just staying alive at room temperature. Drop the temperature and your metabolism spikes, chewing through your reserves faster than your willpower. Fire saves you, right? You're wrong. Lighting anything indoors turns you from freezing to asphyxiated in under an hour. Carbon monoxide doesn't care about your heroic montage. You're starting to get it. The grid was your exoskeleton. Without it, you're just a mammal in a box, bleeding heat into walls built to last centuries longer than you. And you need a plan that isn't based on fantasy, money, or heroism. You need physics, because physics is the only thing still working after the lights go out. Water conducts heat 25 times faster than air. Air insulates only when it's trapped. And nothing in your apartment is designed with that in mind. Now that we've peeled away the optimism, let's get into the methods, the ones that actually work when everything else collapses and you're left with trash, gravity, and spite. Don't expect comfort. Expect survival. Let's go. Method 1. Turn your apartment into a thermos. You're losing heat in 3 ways: conduction through walls, convection through air leaks, and radiation from your body. You can't stop them, but you can slow them down. First, shrink your world. Don't try to heat your whole apartment like some post-apocalyptic king. Pick a corner not near windows and build a micro-shelter. Every blanket, jacket, towel, and piece of fabric becomes insulation. Layer them with trapped air between them. Cardboard? Better than nothing. Bubble wrap? You've basically won the lottery. Air pockets trap heat like a miser hoarding coins. Stack it around your sleep spot like you're building a homeless engineer's igloo. The goal isn't pretty. It's warm. Think you need a $500 sleeping bag? No, you need layers and stubbornness. Because physics doesn't care how it looks, only how much heat escapes. Spoiler, less is better. Method 2. Seal the leaks before they steal you. Airflow is the invisible killer. Even one draft can strip warmth faster than your metabolism can replace it. So check your windows and doors. Feel for cold air with your hands, or better, a candle flame if you've got one. Just don't go burning your place down because you were trying to be clever. Once you find the leaks, you don't need tools. Roll towels, tape trash bags, shove clothing into gaps, create barriers. Cheap, yes. Ugly? Absolutely. Effective? More than you'd believe. This works because convection is only powerful when the air moves. Stop the movement and the temperature stabilizes. Fail to stop it, and you're a meat popsicle with opinions. Method 3. Harvest heat you already paid for. You're a furnace. Literally, your body dumps 60 to 100 watts of heat non-stop just to stay alive. Instead of letting the room steal it, trap it. We're layers, not fashion layers. Survival layers. Base layer to wick moisture. Middle layer to trap air. Outer layer to block drafts. Don't have fancy synthetics? Okay, cotton, wool, polyester, trash stack it. The goal is simple: trap air close to the skin so heat has nowhere to go. And stop lying on bare surfaces. Floors steal heat through conduction like a thief in the night. Put cardboard or couch cushions under you. You're not a hero. You're insulation with legs. Method 4. Use trash as thermal armor. Your apartment is full of items you've never looked at as survival assets. Time to change that. All your packaging, cardboard boxes, shipping paper, plastic bags, these are thermal barriers waiting to happen. Line your micro shelter with them. Plastic traps air. Cardboard slows conduction. Even couch stuffing becomes insulation if you liberate it from the upholstery. Before you panic about ruining your furniture, remember, the grid is down. Your couch's resale value is now 0. Your survival value, oddly enough, is higher. Pause and look around. Everything here is insulation. Everything is fuel for warmth in the physics sense, not the burning sense. Don't get clever with fire indoors. Get clever with layering. Method 5. Control moisture like your life depends on it, because it does. Moisture steals heat through evaporation. Your body dumps energy to turn liquid sweat into vapor. Stay dry at all costs. If your clothes get damp, air dry them near your body heat zone, not with flames. Rotate layers if you're sweating, which you shouldn't be. Overexertion indoors is just another way to burn calories you can't replace. Seal off the kitchen and bathroom unless you're using them. They're humidity traps that turn cold air into colder air. Breathing alone raises humidity. Ventilate briefly when you must, but don't let long drafts undo your work. Humidity plus cold equals misery squared. Method 6. Use calorie logic, not hope. Stop pretending you're going to fast your way through a blackout in winter. You need calories, preferably ones that don't require cooking and don't spoil. Your freezer food is already in its death throes. Eat it first if it hasn't turned. But here's the catch: digestion creates heat. Yes, your stomach is a space heater fueled by carbs and fats. Eat small, steady meals. Don't binge. Binging spikes heat, then leaves you cold and nauseous. And don't rely on emergency rations that taste like drywall. Eat real food while you still can. Because day 3 without calories, you're not a survivor, you're a liability. Now let's push the realism further. Because the grid collapse in 2026 won't be a polite 12-hour inconvenience followed by cheerful linemen restoring power while you film TikToks. It'll be days, maybe weeks, of infrastructure waking up dead, water pumps offline, wastewater backing up, heating gone, phone towers dying as their backups drain. The suburban dream becomes a feral contest where people fight over bottled water like raccoons in a dumpster. Think your friends will stay rational? Think again. Civilization is a thermostat setting. Once the temperature drops, so does behavior. And before you fantasize about bugging out, here's the truth: you're not going anywhere. Roads jam instantly in blackouts. Gas pumps don't run without electricity. Your car becomes a cold storage unit on wheels. And if you think you're walking to safety, ask yourself a simple question: safety where? Every direction is just more dark buildings full of cold people with worse ideas than yours. So you stay put. You fortify. You insulate. You shrink your world into a pocket of livable temperature. And you use the only three tools that never run out: physics, trash, and stubborn refusal to die. Here's the part where we zoom out and you take a breath, if only to watch it fog in the cold air. Everything you did in the last 10 minutes? That wasn't prepping. That was adaptation. Real survival isn't gear. It's engineering. It's understanding why your environment wants you dead and making it annoyed instead of successful. It's taking a concrete box designed for fashionably thin humans and turning it into a padded bunker for someone too spiteful to freeze. And yes, you'll feel ridiculous curling up inside a cardboard-lined fabric cocoon like a raccoon squatter. Good. Ridiculous is alive. Pride is dead. Ask anyone who underestimated winter. Let's wrap this up before your attention span collapses faster than the grid. You now know the illusion that modern apartments are safe, that power is permanent, that warmth is guaranteed. You know the physics: conduction steals, convection strips, radiation drains. You know the methods: shrink space, seal leaks, trap heat, use trash, stay dry, feed the furnace. You know the stakes. This isn't aesthetic prepping, it's urban thermodynamics applied with attitude. Try it tonight, turn off your heat, and see how fast reality taps you on the shoulder. If you can't survive 12 hours of self-inflicted practice, what makes you think you'll survive the real thing? Your apartment isn't ready. Your neighbors aren't ready. But you can be dot smash like if you're not dead yet. Drop a comment with your best trash to warmth hack. And get ready for the next episode, where we talk about water the kind you drink, not the kind that floods your building when the pipes give up. Until then, remember, the world ended. You didn't. Keep it that way.